Hey guys, we're at the Spring Sports Brewery in the Springfield neighborhood, and I'm with Jackie Culper. She's the Vice President of Philanthropy with Feeding Northeast Florida. Hey Jackie, thank you for meeting me up here.
Thanks for having me.
It's my pleasure. So tell everybody about the mission for Northeast Florida, Feeding Northeast Florida, excuse me.
So yes, Feeding Northeast Florida. So we are a regional food bank, which is really interesting. We serve 12 counties. We actually serve an area the size of New Jersey.
Oh wow.
So that's a whole lot of people.
That's big.
But we are the food bank, so we are the whole logistics operation. We're the warehouse where you see our big trucks out on the highway. They're going out to 500 community partners that actually distribute food to people in need in our communities.
Wow, okay, before we go in a little bit further, let's talk about the difference between a food bank and a food pantry, right? So tell me the difference. I don't actually know.
Okay, so you would not come up to our warehouse to get food.
Okay.
We bring all the food in. We've got the freezers, the refrigerators, we got the big semi trucks, that then we sort the food, we pack the food, we check it to make sure it's good for distribution. Then we send it out to the pantries. And then that's where you go, whether it's a church, school, a local community center, where then you go as a consumer.
Very cool. You're the distribution hub for food pantries.
We are the distribution hub.
That's
We're
cool.
the logistics operation.
I like that. Very cool. So how does Feeding Northeast Florida prioritize and incorporate healthy and fresh food options?
So I think it's a misconception when you do a food drive. So if your local station, if your office is doing a food drive for us, they have you bring in kind of the non-perishable items. So crackers, the cereals, mac and cheese, stuff like that.
Gotcha.
So I think people have the perception that that's what everyone gets, but we actually source fresh produce, frozen meats, period products.
Really?
Like things that you wouldn't even think of. So you're not just getting some rice and some mac and cheese, you're actually getting fresh vegetables.
Real food.
And real food, yeah.
All right, so in addition to events like Bourbon and Brisket, which we'll touch on here in just a second, how can individuals and businesses get involved?
There are a couple of ways. You can volunteer, of course. We have opportunities in our warehouse to volunteer. We have opportunities with our mobile pantries to go out and actually distribute food. You can host a food drive. You can host a virtual food drive where you donate funds instead of food. So our buying power, and we work with larger organizations, so we can provide 6 meals for $1. If you go to your local grocery store, chances are you can't buy 6 meals for $1. So by doing a virtual food drive, then you're able to have way more buying power, reach way more people.
6 meals for $1. That's impressive. That's very cool. All right, so we've covered all the logistics. Let's talk about the event. So we're at Strings for a reason, because it's the Bourbon and Brisket event.
Yes.
So can you give us a little more details about this event and this amazing establishment?
Okay, so the most important thing is we're going to have bourbon and brisket.
The two most important B's, other than the third one, which is Benfield.
Yes, that's important too. But you'll be here too, right?
I will
You'll
be
here. So
yeah. Oh, all 3 B's will be here.
Woohoo! So yeah. So well, first of all, February 3rd, 6:30 is the start of it. You can go online and get tickets at feedingnefl.org/bourbon and brisket. Maybe we can put that at the bottom, because that's a lot.
That's a mouthful.
But yeah, so tickets are $150, and it goes right back into the community. Money goes back into the community. We are going to have wonderful barbecue, live music, a silent auction, bourbon tastings, which will be really excited.
Looking forward to that.
And actually, I'm going to get this right, executive bourbon steward.
Oh, that's right. So basically like a sommelier for whiskey.
Exactly.
That's really cool. Okay, so how does the Bourbon and Brisket event contribute to Feeding Northeast Florida's mission?
It keeps our trucks on the road.
Plain and simply. Keeps the trucks on the road.
Keeps the trucks on the road.
Very cool. So what can attendees expect at the Bourbon and Brisket event, and how does the event align with the broader goals and values of Feeding Northeast Florida?
So, of course, it's food. You're going to have food. It's going to be fun. And it aligns with our goals. It helps us raise money to do the work that we need to do in our community. So, like I said, serving a 12-county area, it's a lot of people. It's a lot of fun. And come on out.
Yeah, absolutely. Jackie, thank you so very much.
Oh my gosh, it's fun.
Oh, it's our pleasure. So guys, get on out here. Help Feeding Northeast Florida, and also come out to the event, Bourbon and Brisket, here at Strings. See you later, guys. Good job.
Very
Very nice. I
She's
love
so
what they
cool.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've never been to Strings before.
Yeah, it's great.
So that's where the event's going to be. We're going to be there.
February 3rd, we will be there.
6:30 to 9 p.m.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. Strings is amazing, right? So they brew their own beer there. It's a barbecue and Americana kind of food. There's like a basketball goal in there you can play.
What?
Yeah, it's very cool. They've got like outdoor games and stuff. It's the jam. When I used to live in Springfield, I frequented the place.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Can't wait to try it out.
Yeah, you guys have a
Especially
really
that
good time.
bourbon
Make
and
sure you come out.
Because Dry January will be over there by then.
That's
too.
right. Dry January will be over. She'll be able to partake.
I'll
That's
be able
pretty
to do
cool.
some sipping.
All right. Yeah.
So come sip with us.
Yeah, so come sit with us in
Yeah.
February. Again, it's February 3rd at Strings Sports Brewery on Main Street in the Springfield neighborhood.
Yes. All right, well, coming up.